It's a boy, Big Quinn, back in here. This is my final verdict of To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. First of all, let me just go ahead and talk about the production. Taz Arnold, Flying Lotus, Thundercat, Soundwave, Terrence Martin, Tommy Black, Pharrell Williams, Love Dragon, Boy Wonder, Money Moore worked on this album, and they all did a job, a hell of a job throughout, giving this whole album a, of course, old school 60s, 70s feel throughout the album. The samples done, the original instrumentation done. Everything production-wise about this album was perfectly done and perfectly executed. There is not one song on this album that I truly dislike or could say it's just okay. These are incredible pieces of work. It is, of course, very slow, somber sometimes. It could be a hard-hitting beat or a boom bap beat, or it can feel like some type of jazz or neo soul in times, or just straight funk. And it is an incredible mix of music, but it yet still keeps its hip-hop roots. Hip-hop is what brings it together. Hip-hop and poetry is what brings this entire album together. This is definitely a fusion album. This is not straight up hip-hop, but it is rooted by hip-hop. Kendrick Lamar and his lyrics are incredible in this. He did a great job piecing his stuff together, man. Incredible delivery, artistically, with the voice inflections that he uses in this are wild, absolutely out of control. Every single feature on here fit perfectly. I had no problems with any feature on here. Kendrick Lamar is basically going through what he's gonna do when he gets, successful. The people that are trying to take advantage of him while he is successful, and then becoming that successful, iconic figure that is, Kendrick Lamar today. And then that is when the album starts off. So Wesley's Theory, For Free, King Kunta are the prologue to this entire album. And then that's when he starts the spoken word that he is reciting. And of course, every time he recites a spoken word, he cuts it off, and that sets up the next theme to the next track, in which that goes throughout the entire album, and then he gets to the conclusion in which you realize he recited to Tupac Shakur. Incredible how he pieces that together. It's almost like a seamless conversation between the two of them. All you need to know about this album and about what it's about is literally given to you by Kendrick Lamar with the last poem that he recites to Pac. It was incredibly beautiful. It closes out with the live instrumentation. It was just beautiful. That's the best way I can honestly give it to. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful album. And the meaning behind it was even more beautiful when he, explains the caterpillar and the butterfly being one and the same. But the caterpillar will not be able to see that he is too a butterfly because of the situation that he is in now and the world shunning him. But being the caterpillar, he has to be able to break out of that situation and get out of his cocoon, out of his institutionalization, and start to really think, and his new ideas that he can bring to the world, and thus sprouting his wings and becoming a butterfly. That is a beautiful fucking thing. That's beautiful. And that's only summed up, honest to God. But this album goes through a multitude of different emotions with Kendrick Lamar, especially with the song You, where he was in a deep manic depression and he is rapping to himself, beating himself up, basically questioning how can he be such a big figure and for the people when he can't even be there for his own relatives and friends. His friend was shot and his sister got pregnant, and he really beat himself up because of that. And he's rapping to himself, and you can hear the bottles clanging of him drinking at the second half of this track. It blew me away. It blew me away. The sub points that he shows, what he talks about, which he then, of course, explains in the last poem, what he means by sparking new ideas that he can give, back to people, like complexion, Black of the Berry, talking about self-hate, talking about being okay with other people's complexion, especially amongst the Black community. It doesn't matter what shade of Black you are, you're still Black and it's all beautiful. Him talking about being comfortable within his skin and loving himself. As a whole, this album is brilliantly put together. This is a masterpiece, and that is my final verdict. Now, some will not understand that yet. And to those people, I say this: get your taste up. Get your taste up, for real. Listen to other genres of music except for a select sound or a mainstream sound. Get your taste up, for real. This album is not bad because it's bad. This album is probably bad to you because you have bad taste. That's the best thing I can honestly tell you. It's not shots being fired. This is me honestly telling you, you need to listen to music a lot more. People who love Kendrick Lamar and understand what he's trying to do here, I'd say absolutely buy this album. Buy this album. For those who do not like Kendrick Lamar, for whatever reason that may be, I still say, give this a listen. Kendrick, I don't know what you're gonna do after this, bro. I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't even know. Good job with this one, man. Hats off to you. Hats off to the TDE camp. Y'all doing good things, man. Y'all doing big things, bro. This is your boy, Big Quint. Indeed.
Big Quint, indeed.